For Proposition 2, we're going to be talking about mode of entry. Starting off in New Zealand. New Zealand is an island country with a population of around 5 million people. We have come to learn that the water filtration system in New Zealand is not that great, which makes people prefer bottled water. This has made water bottle sales go up at a steady rate of about 2.5% each year for the last 5 years, and it's predicted to continue growing that much for the next 15 years. A few things to look at before going on with New Zealand is, one, they love eco-friendly. Anything eco-friendly is gonna sell there, and if we're able to implement this into our company, it would be a great selling point. Second, they have a ton of resources, natural resources. They have a ton of clean rainwater and a ton of natural springs that we can use and filter and sell, making this a New Zealand product. I believe that the best mode of entry is to build our own place there. That way we're able to build it the way we want it. We're able to build rain catching systems. We're able to recycle. We're also able to produce our own water bottles if we just import materials. The reason that we think that this is a better mode of entry is because price of everything in New Zealand is very high. Because it's an island, everything is imported. So keeping as much as we can within the country and only importing the things we need, for example, plastic, to create a water bottle and a label here, it's gonna save us a ton of money, allowing us to keep prices low. For Australia, so a few things to look at Australia is it's a large country, but it holds less than 13 times the amount of people that live in the United States. So it's a large country with a small amount of people spread out throughout the country. People on the coast don't really purchase water bottles because they have access to clean water. People within the country do purchase water bottles at high rates because they don't have access to water or clean water. And it doesn't rain as much in most areas of Australia, so it's very hard to keep that going. A big thing to look at as well is that Australians love Australian owned or Australian made products. Anything made in Australia, produced by Australians, it's a big hit there. So we believe that the best mode of entry is to purchase an already existing company in Australia, help rebrand it, help it grow, and then start working and selling to Australians living in more remote areas. Although this does keep transportation high because we have to work and transport this water throughout the country, we believe that making a name of ourselves in the smaller areas of Australia will boost people's trust in us, and when they do come to the bigger cities, they'll want to purchase our waters because that's what they're used to, allowing us to open a market in the future in the coastal areas of New Zealand, of Australia. Finally, Taiwan. Taiwan is a country with a lot of people, and unlike New Zealand and Australia, we don't have anyone who speaks the language. A few things to look at when looking at Taiwan is that they don't just like water, they like water that has benefits to their health. A lot of the water that they grow up learning about is dirty, and that they need to add minerals and they need to add things in order for that water to work for them and to work for their bodies. This idea is so strong that most people will refuse to drink tap water. So we believe that forming a joint venture and working alongside with a company in Taiwan will be our best bet. This will allow us to work with a company that knows the culture, knows the country, knows what people want. It will lower the cost of us having to go and research and learn about what people are looking for in their water at this moment. And it should bring our success rate in Taiwan a lot higher, especially since the market for bottled water is so high, since people refuse to drink tap water, which is already extremely clean for them, but it doesn't work for their bodies. So this is the propositions that we have. Thank you.